trying to get a beat for.
The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier, with the Warrior faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the floor. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at San Antonio, they're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, there's the Warriors, tied right now.
Yeah, and you know, for the Spurs, they've been slightly off the mark here early in the season. Not awful by any stretch of the imagination, but just not quite at the level many had predicted.
Well, it's been an R&B start for them. Very smooth. For all the talk coming into the year that they were just going to run away and hide at the top of the standings, it's looking like it might be not so easy for them.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Miller is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And for Golden State, Robinson is out there with Brown. Then it's Porter. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Juzang in at the 3 spot. And it's Zohan missing. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And for such a young player, Brandon Pajemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brown with the screen on Miller. Pass to Juzang. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pulls up on the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And so it's San Antonio with it after the Warriors pick up 3. Fires from deep. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. There's Porter with the 3. Here's Robinson. Can't hit that one. Good defense by Wembanyama. Pass to Zohan. Vassell outside. Spurs passing it around. And the 3 off target.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's Juzang. And Spaz Robinson. Outside Porter. Lets the 3 fly. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Porter's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Miller, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now a look at the stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Miller against Porter. Pass to Juzang. Pajemski on the wing. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. 4 on the shot clock. The screen from Brown. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
Maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama passes to Miller. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Miller's got 5.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Juzang. Brown with a screen on Vassell. Juzang hands it from downtown.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Sohan after the Warriors pick up 3. Just 5 on the clock. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
So, Brent, at this point of the season, do teams still have time to figure things out?
I think there's always time, Kevin, to figure out where you are. Again, the expectations in the early part of the season about how competitive your team was going to be, that's critical in your decision-making as to what you want to do with the roster. But if you think that you can get into a deep playoff run, you've got to be honest about how these parts are fitting in and whether or not you need a change. Not a coach in the league would be displeased with that kind of energy and effort that Mitchell Robinson showed there.
Here's Castle. The Warriors pull it in. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building, not a good move.
Wembanyama, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And here's Porter. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. And it's Podziemski in the corner. There's a screen by Porter. Again, Golden State.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Miller against Porter. Poked loose. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Team foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Castle. Makes it off the glass.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Porter. 10 points for him. There's a screen by Robinson. Takes the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Castle. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sohan. Goes back up. He lays it in. Sohan's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Porter. to Juzang. From past the arc. Rebound by Sohan.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Castle. Guarded by Porter. Here's Wembanyama. 8 feet away. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. The Warriors making a switch here. Islands checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Spurs trail by 5. Johnson for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now. Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Simpson, the pass to Vassell. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Howard. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Jones checked in for San Antonio. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 6. Williams against Vassell. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Hodges with a screen on Johnson. Porter outside. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. He has 5.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass. Vassell with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. On the basket by Jones. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint. And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Highland. 6 points for him. On the wing, Porter. And taken away by Johnson. No good on that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far? Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Evan Vassell out there with Howard. Then it's Johnson, and it's Simpson in at the point guard. Just 5 to shoot. Porter, no luck. Spurs trail by 6. Howard up on top. He's defended by Highland. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense
has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Highland. To the paint. Here's Hodges, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Vassell. Vassell sends a screen for Howard. From the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Carter with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Williams. Down low, Hodges. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Hodges has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Simpson. He's defended by Highland. Here's Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Porter. He's got 14 from outside the arc. Hodges, great positioning on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Spurs making a switch here. Miller's checked in. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Johnson. Howard with this screen on Porter. Porter against Johnson. Drives to the hoop. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 5, the Warriors.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Highland passes to Williams. Back to Highland. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Highland's got 8 points.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Takes a step back. Johnson, the pass to Moore. There's the screen. Here's Howard. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Inside, here's Hodges, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Shots good by Miller. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for Golden State. 6-point game. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now here is Carter. Nothing on the board. And that one's good by Porter.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Miller against Highland. Miller the bounce pass. Johnson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Porter, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And while we got a chance, get some numbers for Howard. Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to be honest, not quite the numbers you've come to expect from a player of his caliber.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster, an up and down stretch for him right now, but don't worry, team. He'll be back out there and feasting in no time.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 11. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. It's Porter atop the key. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Juzang can't hit. Spurs trail by 8. Now Miller. He's got 10. And it's Vassell in the corner. Here's Johnson. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Island against Miller. Pass to Porter. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple. Porter's got 22 points.
Guys, he's done a one-man air raid, coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Warriors leading by 9. Out to the right wing. Juzang. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Johnson. Takes a 3. Johnson missing again.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Juzang, covered by Johnson. Carter, the pass to Porter. And the Warriors with some changes. Brown is checked in for Carter. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Highland. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Back to Robinson. Here's Juzang. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 9. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years. In some cases.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors ahead. They lead by 5. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Golden State Warriors.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Warriors leading by 5. They've got Robinson. Wojemski out there with Porter. Then there's Brown. And it's Juzang in at the 3, the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Robinson sets a screen for Porter. 4 on the clock. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 5. Sohan inside. Off target with the jump hook. The Warriors shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Robinson a screen on Miller. Porter outside. Good on the three-point shot. Porter's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Warriors.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Wembanyama passes to Miller. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, Porter. Robinson a screen on Miller. Porter outside. Brown outside. Pass to Porter. Robinson a screen on Miller. Porter passes to Robinson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Warriors lead by 10. Here's Sohan. He's covered by Brown. Now Vassell to the inside. Oh, Wembanyama. Too easy.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Bounce pass Robinson. Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Porter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. The Warriors have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Porter, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Porter drops them both. Here's Castle. 10 points for him. Pass to Vassell. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Miller against Porter. Now here is Robinson to the middle. Now here's Porter. 27 points for him. And the shot is good. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Sohan. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Brown.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Pajemski. And Miller throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Let's have a look at the league's top scores for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pajemski with it. He has 5. And a wide open look for Porter. And the Warriors miss again.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Out to Miller. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. And now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
And here's Porter. He has 29. Here's Robinson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Well, he's a physical big, and Mitchell Robinson loves to finish like that.
Vassell outside. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama sets a screen for Miller. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Miller. Robinson a screen on Miller. To the inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Great concentration from Robinson there. Good work to accept the contact and then keep working through it.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. He's checked in for Golden State. Here's Castle. 10 points for him. Wembanyama, a screen. Rocket 2, fade away. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Now Pajemski. 5 points in the game. Outside, Porter launches it. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the paint. Pass to Miller. He shoots again. Porter with a block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Johnson, he's checked in for Miller.
A.J. Johnson.
Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Pajemski. Johnson's shot is off. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11 points. Into the lane. Another shot. Nails the baby hook. Porter's got 31 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Wembanyama outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Sohan, defended by Carter. Lets it go from deep. And it's Sohan missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Porter with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Shot by Pajemski, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Porter. Back to Pajemski. Over Johnson. Shot by Pajemski, no good.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
It's tipped. Here's Johnson. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Robinson a screen on Vassell. There's Porter with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Pajemski, covered by Johnson. Porter inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Sohan with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Down low. Stolen away. Outside, Porter. Robinson a screen on Johnson. Porter dishes to Carter. 5 to shoot. Porter passes to Carter. Over Sohan. Got a hand on it. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Warriors leading by 7. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Miller. Howard is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Nora in at the power forward. Really left alone that time. Island's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Miller against Porter. Miller the pass to Wembanyama. Miller with the ball. Clock at 6. And he makes good on the layup. Miller's got 19 points.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Pass to Porter. Back to Carter. It's up a 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama looking it over. Hodges against Miller. And here is Howard. Up again. Whoa, Wembanyama powers in the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Hodges with the screen on Miller. They're outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Johnson. Here's Nora, defended by Carter. Carter with a block. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And the Warriors making a change here. Juzang's checked in.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Miller against Porter. Miller outside. Pass to Johnson. Floats it up for Wembanyama.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Juzang. He's guarded by Johnson. Juzang passes to Porter. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Spurs trail by 7. Wembanyama finds Miller. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Bones Highland is jacked in for the Warriors. Juzang passes to Porter. Good on the shot. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Miller outside. Lets it go with the 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists now in this one. Johnson against Porter. Pass to Juzang. Here's Highland. Golden State moving it around. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Howard kicks to Miller. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Second team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Wembanyama taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now here's Porter, guarded closer. To the right side. Hits the three-point bomb. Highland's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. And he converts the layup.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Porter looking it over. They set the pick. Over Wembanyama. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski's coming in for Bones Highland. And San Antonio with the change here too. Johnson, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And he knocks down the first one. San Antonio making a switch here. Howard's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Porter. Pass to Juzang. Here's Pajemski. He's guarded by Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And here is Howard, defended by Carter. Here's Castle. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Porter passes to Juzang. To the middle. The kick out to Porter. Tries again. They shoot again. Robinson dishes to Porter. Back to Robinson. And another shot. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Howard with it. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Castle. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. That's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
Porter. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 6th rebound on the night.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
The Warriors leading. Outside, Porter to the paint. And Robinson that time on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 6 assists now in the game.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Timeout, Spurs. The Spurs also changing it up. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Howard. And Miller's subbed in for Johnson. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs head coach go over the game plan during the timeout. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Spurs, Miller.
Both free throws good for Miller. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Now Pajemski. Pass to Porter. Three-pointers off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Second personal foul, 15 foul.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And it's Porter with the ball for the Warriors. Outside Robinson. Pass to Brown. Now here's Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama with the rebound. Miller with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Castle. Wembanyama a screen to take the lead, and the basket by Castle. Castle's got 12 points in just the second half.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Miller against Porter. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Back to Porter. Here he goes. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Vassell against Brown. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, good, right over the defense.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Robinson a screen on Miller. And here's Porter. There's a screen by Robinson. Looking to end the run. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Brown. Here's Porter. Goes up again. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Warriors trail by 6. There's a screen by Robinson. Pajemski finds Porter. Down low, down to 5 on the shot clock. In transition, here come the Spurs. And the dunk by Sohan.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's been on.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points can really help you out. They've got a lot of freebies.
Poked away, stolen by Robinson. Porter with it. Robinson a screen on Vassell. Here's Porter. Knocked loose. So it's the Spurs now, leading by 5. Here's Cassell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Miller against Porter. Robinson a screen on Miller. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Vassell grabs the board. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama for 3. That shot off. And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point.